Now, hopes are rising among residents of Embu and Tharaka Nithi counties following the government's expressions of interest for coltan mining in Embu and copper extraction in Tharaka Nithi. The move signals potential economic transformation, yet amid the promise of prosperity, residents remain cautiously hopeful, wary of past delays and uncertain whether the wealth beneath their land will finally translate into real change. Margaret Kimathi has that story.
In 2024, former Mining Cabinet Secretary Salim Vuria toured Kiangunguru village in Embu County and confirmed the presence of significant coltan deposits. The mineral, widely used in the manufacture of mobile phones and laptops, is in high global demand. The discovery sparked excitement of a potential economic transformation, particularly among thousands of artisanal miners who had extracted the mineral for decades without fully understanding its value, as well as among residents long affected by economic marginalization.
CS wa mining alikuwa huku, akakuja akatuahidi atafungua hiyo mining ianze. Hata mashule yetu improve, huku hakuna stima, barabara ni mbovu kabisa. Kama sasa wakati wa mvua, huwezi travel from Kiritiri mpaka huko Kiangongoro. Barabara ni mbovu kabisa. Wakuja watutengeneze na waimprove shule zetu. Ukikuja shule zetu huku, watoto wakiwa ndani ya shule, mtu akiwa kwa barabara anaona mpaka kwa shule.
2 years later, we returned to Kiangunguru village in Mbere South, and little has changed beyond the abandoned mining sites. Where nearly 60 miners once crushed rocks daily, the site lies deserted. No machinery, no workers, no movement. A 40-meter ditch, once the center of activity, is now filled with rainwater, while scattered rocks mark what used to be a bustling operation, leaving behind only faded hopes of the economic transformation once promised.
Wakati tulikuwa tunafanya kazi, tulikuwa tunapata hela. Sasa hakuna pesa, kuna nini? Tumekaa tu hivi. Nipate kibaru pengine ya kulimia mtu kwa shamba. Na ni wakati hii ya mvua, sababu wakati ya kiangazi hakunanga kibarua huko ya kulima, unalima ukilimia nini?
One of the few people who still lingers around the deserted site is Munyinjiru, a caretaker employed alongside 2 others to guard the abandoned mining area and the equipment left behind.
Sisire Balile alikuwa hapa na akatuambia tuwase kuuza nini mashamba, tuwe tunakondeza hali ya kusimba. Tangu siku hiyo atuambia hivyo, hakuna mwenye alikunja.
Life has not been easy for Harrison Kura, who spent a decade digging for minerals at the site before operations were suspended. He had hoped that the government would intervene and formalize the sector and secure him stable employment.
Wakati nilikuwa nafanya kazi, nilikuwa napata pesa sababu nilikuwa nalipwa pande 1,000, na tangu toka hiyo siku hiyo mwaka hii kazi ilisimama, hakuna pesa napata.
Waangalie vyenye watafungua hiyo mining, vijana wetu waingie kazi. Huko wanasurura, kukura mogoka, kuiba makuku, hawana wake, hakuna msichana anawakubali, msichana akioreka huku siku 2 ametoroka. Hakuna ini kama vijana wanaona ni kukura miraa saa hii haiko na pesa.
Embu County Executive Committee member for Lands and Mining Raymond Kenywa said an expression of interest has already been advertised, adding that mining operations are expected to begin soon.
We have registered artisanal miners, around 200 of them. We have formed 2 cooperatives. 2 cooperatives are quite active for the artisanal miners, and the artisanal committee has been appointed by Her Excellency the Governor. In terms of regulations, in terms of organization, we are steps ahead.
About 150 kilometers from Kiangunguru lies Kamasabi village in Tharaka Nithi County, part of 196 square kilometer copper belt believed to hold significant deposits. Despite this natural wealth, the village remains marginalized, marked by worn-out buildings and limited development. We walk to John Motua's family's farm where copper deposits sit on 10 of their 25 acres. Since the discovery was announced, government officials and prospective investors have been streaming to the property, keen to assess its potential. Motua takes us through a series of shallow ditches dug across the land, excavated as test pits to evaluate the extent and quality of the copper deposits.
Wakati tuliona hii mawe ilikuwa 2015, wakati tulikuwa tunachunga tukitembea na vichaka na mbuzi na ng'ombe. Sasa tukakuta kuna mawe iko juu. Kuangalia mawe tunaona mawe ni ya rangi. Hapo sasa ndipo tulianza kujua hii mawe mbona ifanani na hii ingine mawe ingine ya kawaida. Hapo tukadhani inaweza kuwa ni mawe ama ni dhahabu.
Laboratory results indicate copper concentrations ranging from 1% to 31% across Kamasabi, Gatwe, Kiamiramba, and Maragua. Copper is highly conducive and durable metal, used primarily for electrical wiring, plumbing pipes, and industrial machinery. This copper ore extracted from a 2-foot ditch offers a glimpse in what could be significant deposits of copper in this area. The discovery has sparked hope among residents for economic growth and job creation.
Tulikuwa tunaomba tu serikali wakati inapata hao ma investors wajaribu kuajiri vijana wa hii area ili hata sisi tuweze kujisaidia. So hii mineral sisi tunang'ang'ana kila siku kuichunga ili isije ikapata matapeli waende nayo.
Tutafutia market ya hii copper tuweze kusaidika na hii copper. Sababu tunajua hii ni copper na ni mineral inasaidianga kwa sababu kuna hata hizo kwa zinatengenezwa mbeleni zilikuwa zinatengenezwa na copper hata huku kwetu. Waza hizi copper zisimbuliwe tuweze kufaidika na tuweze kupata pesa.
The government officially opened a public bidding process for companies to mine coltan and copper. The successful bidder must align with the mining laws under the Mining Act Cap 306 and the Mining Award of Mineral Rights by Tender Regulations 2017, and any intention to go against these laws will be an outright breach of the tender contract. Companies wishing to bid must demonstrate solid financial backing and a proven track record in specialty mineral exploration across different global markets. The winning company must process the minerals inside Kenya rather than exporting raw or abroad. Bidders must also present a credible plan for community engagement, covering land rehabilitation after mining ends and proper water management to safeguard residents living in around the mining area. The Mining Act 2016 allocates 70% of mineral royalties to the national government and 30% to the host county.
And the 30% is broken down with the community getting the 10% and the county getting the 20%, which is 30%. But the investor leaves 1% to the community where these minerals are found for CSR.
However, apprehension lingers. While the discovery of precious minerals brings optimism, the prospect of large-scale mining has sparked anxiety among some Kenyans, given the troubled history often associated with such resources. Questions remain over whether local communities will truly benefit from the lucrative coltan and copper mining, or will once again be left out of the margin of the wealth beneath their land. Margaret Kimathi, NTV.